Yeah, good morning, MarketChameleon.com. I'm Adam. That's Will. We're ready this morning, man. Are you ready this morning, man?
Are we ready?
I don't know, dude. You don't appear ready.
My
I'm
God.
ready, dude. Are you ready? Yeah, lung infection like option trading is risky, my friend. Everybody be careful out there. Just don't really Will promises semi-losers today, so get ready for some semi-losing trades today.
I just am thankful that all the chameleons out there do not catch what this mic is catching. Right
Well, I'm on my last day of pills today. I'm going in for my MRI right now. Right after we hang up, I'm running in for my MRI. So fingers crossed.
Whatever you do, do not run. Humans are not meant to run.
Humans are not meant to run, dude. If I had only listened to my mother.
Boy, was she right. A couple videos. I don't know if anyone's caught those videos, but there's some classics out there of my brother broadcasting after a run up a mountain. Beautiful vista over Costa Rica.
I did send a couple of those to our users, saying, hey, here we are on the morning run, Sunday morning. What an idiot, man. What an idiot.
3 weeks later, his
hobbling around Europe.
One disc is down near his lower extremities. It's popped out. Oh my God, it's terrible stuff.
All right, man. So bring up the chameleon. What do you got going on this morning, man?
Did you share that disclaimer?
I did. There it is again. Everybody be careful. We're just giving you ideas. You got to do your research. That is what the chameleon is for.
Always do your research.
What's the homepage telling us today, man?
The market feed, TRVN, a dollar stock. I usually don't mention this, but the number and volume of calls that traded in a dollar stock, I was like, what is going on? And it's worth a little peek into this biotech. It is a biopharmaceutical company, and they've been coming after all the calls all over the place. Stock had a move. Probably a lot of the option sellers were just buying the stock to protect that option position.
Yep.
But something to be aware of. The stock did move, but that lowest go up, another, 100+%.
Wow.
So
yeah,
just something to be aware of. I'm not saying it's going to go up from here. It may have just been a buy rider. Who knows? But it is something to.
Now, when you say it may have just been a buy rider, what do you mean by that?
It could have been someone coming in who, has a stock and was just selling the calls. But it does look like the vol went up. Let me take a look.
So just so anybody who's listening, Will's on the option chain for TRVN.
Yeah. So if you look at the IV change,
yep,
implied vol change, this means the volatility's gone up. So, each successive bid was increasing the volatility. So there were buyers in there. And it shows right here as well. The at the money vol changed. It was up 200%. So those were buyers. It wasn't someone coming in. If someone's putting pressure on the bid, the vol is going to go down. If someone's selling those to the professionals in the market. So this is, someone coming in and speculating in the space. So,
well, we've had that happen a couple times with these biotechs. So head on a swivel. You never know.
Head on a swivel. Head on a swivel. You're absolutely right. And that made me think, what else is going on with the option volume that could be interesting? Two that jumped out at me was just because I like looking at Chinese holding companies and see what's going on. This actually was Yum China, and then you can't help but not look at Overstock. We've talked about Overstock a few times, haven't we?
Yep.
A player in the not so much the Bitcoin space, but the whole blockchain and trying to make technological movement in that space. And they're actually, I think, in the process of actually selling the Overstock.com. Eventually, it's going to be a name change. But all these, I looked at high call volume where the price changed. So YUMC. I looked at some credit put spreads for a bullish trade off the volume, and there weren't a ton, but I did narrow it down to these 1, 2, 3, 4 that had the positive theoretical edge we like to see. Win rate, here's one that's shown 100% over all the available data. And then obviously downside cushion if the stock goes against us. You have a 9% cushion here.
Is that Yum Brands for China's holdings? Is that what that is?
Yes. How can selling KFC, Taco Bell in China not be a good business? Am I correct?
Unless they don't like chicken, man. If they don't like chicken, you're in trouble.
Well, is chicken in China? I always used to hear bad rumors about that. Overstock, T0 security tokens begin live trading. Must be big news. Must be big news. I mean, T0. How is that not a winner?
What does that even mean, man? What dude? When we were in there, I was briefly in there. I touched that space for a moment, and I was like, "This is incredible." I mean, dude, I believe there is going to be a winners and losers. The world will decide on one or two of these things and say, okay, these are the ones. But boy, it's going to be, how do you know which one it's going to be? You know, because you can make them at infinitum. There's no end to the numbers you can make. Everybody can make their own, you know?
Yeah. And it is, I mean, it just seems to me, just based on how technologies work to date, that there's so much risk to losing your coins, whatever those coins may be. I just, you know, the fact that, you know, the whole premise behind it, that it was super secure and, you know, you knew exactly how many coins were there and they couldn't print more. It just seems ripe for.
Well, like you said, I mean, that seems great. The problem is that we want that trusted third party to take care of our stuff, right? We want Bank of America when somebody steals our money. We want to be able to go to Bank of America and say, hey, somebody stole.
Really, it's really interesting.
It's interesting, but I was watching a little Twitch streaming. So Twitch is the Amazon streaming service, right? Amazon bought Twitch. I was watching a little ninja last night, and what they do is they do something called bits on Amazon. So Amazon, for $10, you can buy 1,000 bits, and then you can donate these to people who are streaming. You give them as gifts. And so basically people are giving them as like shout outs. So Ninja will be like, hey, Adam, thanks for the 1,000 bits, you know, or whatever. And so they use it as like a currency within Amazon's infrastructure that you can give and, you know, but it's not money, right? But you can buy them through Amazon. So Amazon acts as like the trusted party. And then these things become a kind of currency that's able to be traded amongst streamers and their fans, basically. So that's the way kind of Amazon's dealing with it.
Are these bits even, are they in a blockchain? Are they a blockchain?
No, there's no blockchain, dude. It's just complete trust. I mean, in theory, that's what it is. That's what they're trying to do, is basically create their own currency. I mean, that's what that is. But no, it's not. There's no blockchain. There's Amazon just running the whole thing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's the anti-blockchain. That's the same as the dollar. That's Amazon's dollar. That's right. Great. That is awesome.
So for everybody who wants to go to my streaming page, where Will and I stream Mario Brothers. Anybody want to see that one? Come on down. Will and I will hit up Mario Brothers. Wait, Will of course is Luigi. I'm Mario. That's the way that rolls.
Couldn't we take the option report to the Twitch and shout out?
Of course we can, man. Of course.
I'm surprised you've never brought that to my desk before. That's
not many. Everybody be careful. But there's not many. Just to let you know, not many option traders hanging out on Twitch.
There should be. There should be.
Not many dentists with an extra couple $100,000 to invest who are looking for tools to help them trade, my friend.
You're probably right. They're probably not spending much time on video games. All right, keeping the focus, we move on from Overstock. Well, with Overstock, there were actually a lot of bullish screened opportunities. 700 to be exact. High theoretical edge. Win rates. Let's see the highest win rate. We'll click. I know you always like, not the lowest. Where's the highest? 98%, 96%, 94%. Downside cushion. So there's some real good screens here in Overstock if you want to take a bullish spread position, a credit put spread.
Nice.
On the bearish side, to kind of offset, I don't want anyone to ever be too bullish. I looked at the high put volume with price decreases.
Yep.
And again, you know how to get here, right? It's under the options, unusual in right there.
Mm-hmm.
So
under unusual option volume, and then one of the tabs is high put volume and price with price decreases. Yep.
Yep. Well, it gets you to the high daily option volume report, and then you can you can screen the tabs by all price increases, price decreases, implied vol increases, implied vol decreases, and I've just the first series we went through the high call volume with price increases. So I mean, this is just to say that there was a high put volume, and then there was a follow through with the stock moving in the direction of those options that traded. And here there were two auto related entities that jumped out at me. Was the CarMax and Avis. It's interesting. I mean, what do you think? Would you be bullish on Avis with Uber in the marketplace?
Ooh. That whole car space, man, it is tricky. Who knows, man? Short term, you got to play the numbers, I guess. But long term, who are going to be the winners and losers in this whole reorganization of the car industry? I have no idea, man. How could anybody really know? I have no idea.
It is interesting because I've talked to because of the cell phone and Uber.
Yep.
They are so comfortable just getting into a marketplace and getting driven between their clients.
Yep.
Which is, because it's not like taxis didn't exist, right?
No, Uber saves you time. That's the best thing about Uber. It's not that it's a better taxi in that it saves you time, right? There's no interface. There's walk out and get in, right? I mean, it's just it's time.
Yeah, you don't have to wait in the cab line. It increased the number of cabs in the marketplace in that, anyways, we'll look at Avis first because we were talking about it. But from a stock perspective, it's off its highs and someone feels that it's going to be going lower.
Yep.
So I screened for debit put spreads, a bearish position. And
do they have their earnings coming up? I missed that.
I didn't show you. We can take a look. Earnings, yes. February 21st, so a month away.
Okay.
It's already been announced after the market close. The straddle's implying a 16% move either way, up or down. That could be a real interesting move.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it, it's just like, well, how could you possibly be long these guys? But I'm sure, the heads of these companies are working and trying to figure out, well, how could we maybe be acquired and give our fleet, or who knows, what these guys are trying to do. So, you may be bullish or bearish long-term like me on this space, but, a couple of these guys might figure something out, right? Hertz could be acquired by, Uber, who knows what these guys do, try to get something done where one of these turns into a winner long term. Who knows?
Winner, chicken dinner.
Yep. Head on a
swim. Does Hertz even exist anymore? I thought,
but really, really.
They took a big marketing hit when OJ left the marketplace. Beloved Hertz. CarMax is the largest seller of used cars in the space. Again, it's been selling off like a lot of the markets come off its highs. Earnings is, let's take a look at the earnings. It's projected not till April, so it's not on the near-term horizon. there were a lot of opportunities to piggyback this bullish. I say bullish. It should have been bearish. What is going on here? Let's take a look. I don't want to give the wrong information. Let's look at the credit call spreads for a bearish play.
I got a new name for you, man.
What's that?
Snuffleupagus.
Really? Did that just come from a chameleon user? That's just not right to take.
Dude,
a guy
just
down.
try and move away from the microphone as you're snorting in your boogers.
Come on.
Come on, man. These people are listening in, man. They want information. They don't want to hear that, man. They don't want to hear that.
You don't hit a man while he's down. I mean, this is just terrible. So theoretical edge will do above. Let's do above 75. See if we don't have anything there. Above 50.
So you're just looking at, you're breaking down CarMax, or what are you on, CarMax right now? Yeah.
Trying to break down CarMax and see if we can get, so we have a few 60% winners that have positive theoretical edge, upside cushion. So there's a few, I mean, this is, again, the nice thing about the chameleon is you can screen around and find. Oh, man, I'm dying. Oh, man, it's terrible.
Get to the doctor.
Last thing we'll talk about is Apple.
Uh-oh. What's happening with my boys over there?
I just want everyone to be aware. We've been talking about Apple for a while and the risk of the privacy issue.
Uh-oh.
Apple, so you see that?
What was happening with FaceTime? It was appearing on the front page in the New York Times every time you're on FaceTime.
Supposedly, if you FaceTime someone and they don't pick up, you can actually hear what they're saying on their phone. If they don't pick you up, you just let it go.
So if they don't answer, you then have control over their phone? Is that what? Come on.
You don't have control over the phone, but you can hear what they're saying.
Really?
So,
wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Which is, they're trying to solve that issue, that privacy issue.
Oh my goodness.
Be aware. We have earnings also after the close in Apple.
Oh my God. That is awesome. You know, hey, I don't know if you've been on Amazon. They actually sell little clips that you can hook over your camera on your phone and your computer. Have you seen these things?
I haven't.
It's basically a potato chip bag clip, but you can then put it over your camera on your phone or your computer. You know, that's where we've arrived, where if you just don't trust your phone company, you know, whatever your phone manufacturer is to protect you, you can literally just put basically a piece of plastic over your camera.
Well, again, like everything that's online and in the space, you can never trust anything.
Yeah.
That's one of the caveats for being involved in technology, is there's always something that could go wrong.
Absolutely.
And you must be aware of that. Which, you know, the problem with Apple is they've been setting themselves at the top of this hill.
Yep.
And, you know, it could come tumbling down if issues like this persist.
Yep.
So be aware.
Good stuff, man. All right, everybody. Remember, click down below. You can subscribe and comment. Just a couple days away. We're going to do it Friday. Who is going to be the lucky winner of 6 months free of the chameleon, man? Who's it going to be, Will? What if I pull myself out of that? Do I win?
You will win. Actually, it's family and friends and family are not.
No, not allowed, man. Not allowed.
Yes.
So don't even bother. Don't even bother.
This is being run off blockchain technology.
We're thinking of going old school and just cut up everybody's name and put it in a hat, because we're trying to figure out that tech. It might be a little tech challenged. What do you think, man? You think we're going to be able to figure it out?
I'm hoping you're working on that.
This is you, dude. I put you on this. You've had a month. You're not ready?
This was your baby.
All right, everybody. Comment down below. We'll hook you up. It's going to be awesome on Friday. And have a great day trading, everybody.
Love you, chameleons.
All right. Take care, everybody.
Stay well.
Hang in there, brother. Hang in there.